Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing today? Happy Thursday. I was just looking at the date before I came out here. I was on the computer working. Alex is watching some TV show and eating Chipotle. He texted me on the way home. He's like, I'm going to stop at Chipotle. Do you want anything? And I was like, oh my God, I haven't had Chipotle in forever. And then I was like, no. No Chipotle. We're going to walk tonight. We're going to have a long walk tonight because it's not as cold as it's been. We're going to take a long walk tonight. Walter just came to the door because I'm clapping. Going to take a long walk tonight. We're doing it. We're doing it good tonight. No Chipotle. And then he came and he got like, he always gets like chips and guac. And then he got like a bowl. He gets a bowl. And I was like, oh my God, that Chipotle looks so good. You know what though? I'm actually more of a Qdoba person than I am a Chipotle person. I don't love the queso at Chipotle, but the queso at Qdoba is fantastic. But you know what? I haven't had Qdoba. I don't even know the last time. I think the last time that I had Qdoba was I did a review. This is probably like 3 or 4, no, God, probably longer than that, like 5 years ago. I did this, oh, look at that cute little shaggy dog. I did this review. This guy's walking this dog. He's got a scarf like all around. I have my scarf here too. He's a scarf all wrapped around his head and neck. You couldn't even like just see like this part of his face. But he's like shaggy dog. It was real cute. I love kind of like shaggy, you know, little awkward looking dogs. Anyway, I think the last time I went to Qdoba was I did a review. God, that would have been a long time ago. I know when I say this, somebody's going to look it up. They'll be like, Peter, that was 6 years ago. But I did a review of Qdoba because they had like Beyond Meat or Impossible Meat there or something. And I think I did a review of like a burrito with Beyond Meat or Impossible Meat. I don't know. I'm not a big like Qdoba. And I mean, I never really have been. Alex and I would go to Chipotle quite a bit back in the day. But he loves Chipotle. I'm not a big Chipotle person. I don't know. Whenever he gets it, I always think it sounds good. But then, like, if we're there, he's like, do you want us? I'm like, no. How are you guys doing today? Oh, so I was looking at the calendar on my computer, and it's the 29th today. Happy January 29th. Does that mean something? I don't know. Anyway, happy January 29th. Tomorrow's my Aunt Kathy's birthday, and then Saturday is my Uncle Dave's birthday. So happy heavenly birthday to my Aunt Kathy and Uncle Dave. But I was looking at the calendar and I was like, I have like, I'm trying to, now I'm kind of afraid to say this, because if I say this, then some trip or something, you know, but I'm trying to vlog. I would really love to vlog every day this year. That's kind of like my dream. If you guys watch the first couple years of my vlogs, until Pee-Pee passed away, which I started my vlog, the first full year would have been 2017. Yeah, the first full year would have been 2017. PB passed away in December of 2019. So that would have been all of 2017, all of 2018, and until PB passed away. I never missed a vlog until PB passed away. I used to like vlog every single day. I still don't miss that often. I don't think I have missed a vlog since we came back from Mexico on our anniversary. No, since we came back from Las Vegas on our anniversary, which would have been August 25th. So it's September, October, November, December, January. I mean, that's 5 months that I've not missed a day vlogging. I'm kind of proud of myself for that. I love when people are like, I'm going to attempt to do Vlogmas for 2 weeks this year, but I don't know that I can do a vlog every single day. And let's just be real. Most of those Vlogmas vlogs are not like highly edited. It's not like they're going all over the place. They're like in their living room wrapping presents. Okay, like it's not a whole lot different than this. And they're like, I'm gonna really try. I'm like, oh, I kind of, to be honest with you, at first, like when people would do like Vlogmas, I'd kind of be like, oh yeah, I vlog every day. Like, good luck with Vlogmas, you know, for 10 to 14 days. Some people do it the whole month of December. But now I'm kind of like, oh, bless your heart. Not the Southern way, but I'm kind of like, oh, bless your heart. You're gonna vlog every day for 2 weeks? Okay. I vlog every day. Every day. I was just texting Nikki and Tanya, and they're both like, you're going outside? I'm like, yes, I cannot wait to sit outside and vlog. They're like, it's too cold for that. Anyway, actually, today was not as cold as it's been. I need to look at the temperature. We'll do a little time and temperature check really quick. What is Fufu texting me? Oh no, it's Alex's uncle. I thought it said Fufu. Alex's uncle FaceTime called me. I wonder why. Okay. The time is, let me turn the phone off so I can turn it back on. It is currently 6:25 p.m. I'm trying to get out here earlier and earlier. I was waiting for Alex to get home and get settled, and I was also waiting for my TV video to get up so that the only video that I would have to have uploading while I was gone or while I was out here was my review video. So that when I go inside, because I want to take a longer walk tonight, I'm really I've been listening to a lot of music though. I've got to finish this Murder by Cheesecake book. I had all these books I was going to finish by the end of January. We're just going to carry them over to February. We're going to carry the Alex Cross. Listen, Linda, I'm not stressing out over it. I know y'all aren't stressing out over it. I'm not stressing out over it. Okay. So, but I really am kind of in the mood to listen to music. I've been listening to music around the house like crazy. In fact, so Alex bought me, I just made this is my second cup of coffee for the day. I made a cup of coffee a couple hours ago. Made the first cup of coffee a couple hours ago. Then we filmed some videos, and so anyway. This is the Kauai coffee in my sobriety cup, which I love. This is the Kauai coffee, but it's like the morning roast or something. I really like the vanilla macadamia nut coffee. That's my favorite of the Kauai coffee. But anyway, let's look at the temperature really quick, and then I need to get this blanket over me and get settled and to talk to y'all. Hold on a second. I can hear Alex in there getting water. It is 15 degrees right now. It says special weather statement. Let's see what the special weather statement is for today. The special cold temperatures will result in the risk of frozen pipes tonight. Take steps to protect. Okay, is that the statement? Cold temperatures and wind chills tonight. Although low temperatures will not be as cold as last night, readings will still fall between 2 below and 0 and 6 degrees above 0 overnight. Okay, so it's still cold. But it's not as windy, and so it doesn't feel as cold as it's been. Okay. But it's still cold. 15 degrees, and I'm out here vlogging. I'm trying to make it through the winter. Look, I brought my blanket. Oh my God, you guys, I was looking in my closet, the coat closet downstairs, where we have 9 million coats and we don't ever wear them. And I found this fleece champion fleece jacket. It's got a little pocket in here and everything. I had the tags on it. I've never worn it. I must have bought it a year or two ago and I didn't remember it. So I was I'm going to wear this fleece. The fleece is actually warmer than the other things I put over here. And then this scarf that somebody was so nice to make for me, a little paw prints on it. This scarf is really warm. I'm going to zip all this up. Ooh! Almost got my skin in there. Almost got my turkey neck. Okay. One of the dangers of having a turkey neck, honey, okay, is go zip it up in there. All right. And then let's light the candles really quick before the lighter is so cold that it doesn't work anymore. The blowtorch. Is it out? Is it not working? Okay, hold on. Oh, I didn't trim the wicks, but oh well, it doesn't matter. We'll just let the wicks burn tonight long. Why did I immediately think that I was Little House on the Prairie, with these candles and long wicks just burning? Anyway, and then I brought out Alex's gloves to use for this tonight. So yeah, so I was sitting in front of the computer and I was looking at the calendar. I was because I was there's 31 days in January, right? So I was looking at the calendar and I was I can't believe that January is almost over. January feels like it's been long. It does. It feels like it's been long. And I feel like I need to adjust this camera a little bit. You know what? I have not brought the pillows out, that I have behind me. Whew. Why does it feel it'll take me a second and then I'll warm up and I'll be fine. But right now I'm kind of oh, is that better? That looks better. Okay. So I was sitting, so anyway, I was January has gone so fast. But then I started, I was looking back at December, and it feels like January's gone fast, but at the same time, when I'm looking at everything that's happened in January, Alex took 2 trips, we had 2 bachelor weekends. I guess it really hasn't gone that fast. Is that just kind of a thing you say as you get older? You're oh, time goes so fast. I feel like I say that a lot, but then when I really look at it, I'm it really didn't. It doesn't, it feels like it's been quite a while since, Christmas and New Year's. It really does. Which is crazy because my days look exactly the same every single day. Alex and I were talking about, watching a show tonight or something. He's what are you going to do tonight? And I go, well, I'm going to walk. And then I'm going to eat something for dinner. And then my hip bone is hurting again. It's when I turn side, because I sit side saddle like this when I vlog. This is not attractive to sit like this. I know you guys don't care, but it's just not. Why is my hip bone hurting so bad? Anyway, But I got like halfway through my list of what I was going to do tonight, which is take a nap, take a shower, watch my shows, and he started laughing. Because I do the same thing every single night. But tonight I'm real excited because I didn't realize that Greenland 2 is out to rent. Now, I'd asked Alex to watch Greenland 1 so we could watch Greenland 2. I thought we could go to the movie theater and see it together. But he never watched Greenland 1. So I'm gonna rent it tonight. It's like $19.99 to rent or $15.99. I don't care. I'm renting it. So I watched Greenland 1. I downloaded. It was so random how I watched it because I love like the end of the world apocalyptic movies. Greenland's one of those. It's with that Gerard. Is it Gerard Depardieu? Is he the one that's in it? Whoever the guy is in it, I can't remember. He's so good looking. So anyway, I remember I watched it on a plane, going somewhere. And loved it. Didn't know anything about it. I kind of like that when I go into like movies and true crimes when I don't really know anything about it. Oh, here's that little scruffy dog walking back again. He's got his scarf like this. He's got this big like Colts, like Indianapolis Colts scarf on, and it's all like that. Anyway, I kind of like when I go into movies and TV shows, definitely true crime. I love when I go into true crime and I don't really know anything about the story because then I'm not judging it for how like the documentary's done or anything like that. Like the Elizabeth Smart one that I just watched, I know that case. Like I remember it happening and I remember seeing the news coverage of it, but like Tanya watched it a lot. Like I didn't watch it closely. So watching the documentary was real interesting to me. I like that. Like when I watch like the John Benet Ramsey stuff, like I know so much, especially like the Fox Hollow Farm stuff. This is how like that, what was it called? That's on Hulu. The Fox Hollow Farms one. Playground of a Serial Killer. This is how I can tell you it was done so well. Like I know that story like the back of my hand. The Fox Hollow Farms for Baumeister story. Like I know every detail about that story. It was done so well. So well that I was surprised by stuff that they talked about in there. That's when you know it's a good documentary, is if you know like everything about it, right? Well, I like to kind of go into movies cold, like where I don't really know a lot about the movie. So I don't like to like watch trailers and stuff. So before we go on a trip, I feel like it was almost like Arizona with Nikki was maybe when I watched that. I don't remember. Anyway, I just download a bunch of movies that are new or whatever. And Greenland was like streaming on something at that time or it just come out. I was like, I didn't know anything about it. Except for that it was like an apocalyptic movie. And so, I don't remember what trip it was, but I remember watching it on a plane. And I downloaded it and I can see what seat I was sitting on the plane and everything. And I watched it and I was like, I love this. Like it was so good. It was so good. So action-packed and not like super long or anything. So I've been wanting to see Greenland too. Which I kind of love that they just called it Greenland 2. I don't know why, it's just kind of simple, right? Like, we don't even need to prove anything. The sequels are very rarely as good as the first. There's some sequels that I like better than the first ones, but anyway. I kind of think I like Halloween 2 more now than the original Halloween, but part of that's because I've seen Halloween the original so many times. Like, I know the entire movie by heart. And Halloween 2 is a little bit more campy because it takes place in the hospital and stuff like that. What are other movies that I like the second one or the third one more than the first? There's a lot of the Halloween movies that I like more in the franchise than the... I love the franchise. I love the first one, the franchise. It's the original, right? But I've seen it so much. Actually, you know what's funny is? My favorites are 4 and 5 of the whole series. I think those are my absolute favorites. I like H2O too. But it feels kind of different than the rest of them. The only one I don't really like is the one with Busta Rhymes, and it's not because of him. I just don't like, it's a reality show, and they're filming it in Michael Myers' house. I just don't like that one for some reason. I don't know why. But those are really not part of the timeline anyway, supposedly, but they are. The ones I like are the ones with the girl. There's this huge controversy online because, like, Jamie Lee Curtis doesn't watch her own movies, and she supposedly does. Danielle, is that her name? I don't know. The Halloween franchise has gone crazy about this because every time they do like this Halloween, they don't like honor her because she's not like this Danielle girl, whatever the actress that played. She played Jamie Lloyd. Is that who she played? She played Jamie Lee Curtis's daughter is who she plays. And like that's like in foster care in the first one. Dr. Loomis is in those too. I love Dr. Loomis. The guy that played him. What's his name? I can't think of his name now. But anyway, he passed away. He passed away while they were filming one of them. But 4 and 5 are really, really well done. And she's in both of them. Jamie Lee Curtis, who I love, she has kind of acted like, I think there was like some red carpet thing and she acted like, the Danielle girl talked about it in a podcast. She was like, she acted like she didn't know who I was. I don't know. Like, Jamie Lee Curtis doesn't know the whole time. I mean, she hasn't seen all the movies. I don't know that I believe that. I mean, she says she doesn't watch more movies. Maybe it's true, but you don't know who this girl is that supposedly played your daughter in one of the Halloween movies. I find that hard to believe. I don't know. But I like Jamie Lee Curtis a lot. So, anyway. But I like all those. I mean, all the Halloween movies. Well, the last one, I did not love. I didn't love the addition to Corey and that new guy. I thought it was just bad. But the one before that, Halloween Kills, I did like that one. When Jamie Lee Curtis lives in the house out in the middle of nowhere and it's got all the traps and stuff, I liked that one. But that's almost kind of apocalyptic because she was like living in this like safe house, you know? Anyway, so I'm real excited to see Greenland 2. So I'm definitely watching that tonight. And I want to get in bed after I like get back from my walk and take a shower, and I want to read for a bit tonight. Because I've like slowed, other than my Kindle, I've like way slowed down on my reading. I was like, what was that sound? I still haven't met my neighbor's wife yet. So today, I kind of like, okay, so today when I took the dogs out earlier, it was like the first time I took them out. They had like 4 work trucks. They're doing so much stuff to that house. It's really interesting because the condo before was gorgeous inside. It was really, the people that lived in there before the World Travelers, they came in and they like redid the entire condo. He was like a president of a company in southern Indiana, and they had like some huge house down there. So they only came here like 1 week in a month to visit their kids and their grandkids. But they redid the whole thing. I mean, it literally looked like Cape Cod, like a house on the beach in Cape Cod. It was gorgeous inside. They had the whole thing like redone. So it really didn't need anything done to it. When the World Travelers moved in, they just made some odd choices. That's all I'll say. I mean, they just like the decorations and stuff, like it was, I mean, before, it was like the living room. Oh my God. They had like this huge, they had this huge like white couch in there. They had like, I mean, it was very like beachy, like East Coast, like Hamptons beachy. And it was like all like white furniture, white wood furniture. And then the flooring was like all like real light wood. And then like the draperies were like straight, like white draperies that just came down. And then they had like one chair that was like this red plaid chintz. It was like gorgeously decorated in there. Well, when they came in, they redid the flooring. They made some odd choices. I liked how they had it decorated, but it was just completely different. Like I wouldn't have changed anything. I thought it was gorgeous the way that the people had it before. They did a lot of different things. So they're coming in and they're redoing, like, I don't know if he's like a contractor. We actually stood out there and talked for quite a bit today. He is so friendly to Otis and Walter, and he talked again today about wanting like maybe get a dog. But anyway, so he was out there working with the construction guys. So their cars were like, he had like 2 cars parked at the end of the driveway, like in the street. Like the neighborhood doesn't love this. And then he had like 3 trucks kind of like sideways in the driveway. So it was like really hard to like. And so when I was walking, the dogs were pulling me in there. Well, they're used to going over to the World Travelers, like, garage. Like, they'll go in the garage and stuff like that. But they don't understand that it's new people. And the guy's, he's really super friendly to the dogs. The other thing is that, I keep wanting to say Boo and Tucker. Walter and Otis are very confused by the snow. Like, the only way, like, the yard does not exist, okay? Like, the yard is gone. So they can only go down here into the driveway. So they pull me into, like, wanting to walk down the street. Well, they can either go to their driveway or they can go to, like, the garden or the griller. So they pull me in that direction. They get very confused because, and then, like, Walter stands over. Walter could probably jump over into the snow, but Otis won't even try it. So they get very confused. Like, Walter will stand and he'll, like, look over stuff. Like, he can see over the snow. But Otis can't, and he gets very confused about it. So they're pulling me in 2 different directions. So anyway, I was out there today, and I was talking, and he said something about, I said, yeah, you guys have been doing a lot of work, or something like that. And he was like, because he was like, Peter, right? And I was like, yeah. And I was like, said his name. And I was like, you guys have been doing a lot of work. He goes, I think we're almost done. He goes, we've got, like, a couple more days, and we're almost done. And he was like, it hasn't been like loud or anything. I go, no, not at all. Like, I can't even hear them in the house. And they've been doing, like, they redid their entire kitchen. Like, they took out a wall. I haven't been able to hear them at all. Which is weird because I can hear Laura sing in her garage, but I can't hear them at all. Like, one day I heard, like, it sounded like they were, like, putting up pictures on the wall, but it was, like, faint. I can't hear them at all. Anyway, I said, are you guys like, he said something about his wife and like, I said, are you guys happy here so far or whatever? And he said, yeah, he's like, my wife wishes there was a little bit more closet space, but we're building out like something. I'm like, okay, I think we're going to like each other. Because Alex is always talking about, well, we've got nice closet space here. But anyway, he's like, whatever house we have to have a huge closet, whatever. And so I laughed, and he said, but we rebuilt out the whole basement. Like, they redid the whole basement. Well, the basement wasn't done. I thought it was done before, but like part of it was done, but the rest of it wasn't. Their basement looks different than ours. Ours is like a huge open space. So for us to finish our basement, it would be like, we want to put a bathroom and a laundry room in, like right when you walk in, but the rest of it is all open. Theirs isn't like that, and neither is Laura's. It like goes around like this. It's kind of bizarre. And so is theirs across the street. I think pool crew lady number one and her husband, I think theirs is open like ours. Like, ours is just an open, big open space. So he was like, they didn't know this. The last two owners didn't know this, but apparently there was a sauna in the basement. So he took it out and made like a closet for her, which I love. Like a storage closet, like for clothes and stuff like that. So anyway, I said, he said something about it being like, we lived in our last house for 30 years. And I said, are you guys completely in yet? Because I don't really see you around a lot at night. He goes, oh, no, we're completely in. And I said, well, I've been wanting to like come over like with my husband, and we wanted to bring you something. And he was like, oh, that's really, really nice. I said, yeah, we wanted to like make a formal introduction and stuff. I said, I just didn't know like when's a good time or whatever. He goes, let us get the construction done. And he's like, then the four of us can like get together and like meet each other. I was like, that's perfect. He was really super nice about it. So I got to come up with a nickname for them. But anyway, super, super nice guy. Oh, but he was like, do you care if we park in your driveway for like, this was early, for like just like 20 minutes? I was like, you can park in there all day long. I said, my husband doesn't get home until like 6 and I don't drive. I said, so you can like, it's always interesting when I tell people that, like, nobody ever asks, like, why don't you drive? I wonder what like the first assumption is. Like, before the accident, if somebody told me, and this is probably from being sober, but before the accident, like now when I meet people that don't drive, like I think of medical issues first. But before, if people told me they didn't drive, I think I would immediately think like they had like DUIs and drinking issues. Like that would immediately, because most of the people that I knew didn't drive because of drinking issues, you know? But anyway, he acted like it was no big deal. I was like, well, my husband won't be home till like 5:30 or 6. And I said, and I don't drive. So yeah, I said, you guys can use the driveway all day. I said, and every day. And he was like, oh, no. He's like, just for like the next half an hour. They were literally out of there in like 20 minutes, 20, 30 minutes. I felt bad. I was like, you could use my driveway all day long. Anyway, they're going to be good. They're super, super nice. Well, he is. I haven't met her yet. She wasn't there to, like, he said something about she was here earlier, but she went out to go do a bunch of stuff. So yeah, so when everything's done, we're going to meet them. I kind of keep on, like, he's out there. Like, I run into him quite a bit. Because, like, they're in and out of the garage. And so, like, so I see him, like, in passing. I'll just be like, hey, it's good to see you, or whatever. And he's like, or he'll, like, wave at me. He's real friendly. But I've only seen her, like, passing by the front door or, like, walk through the kitchen. Like, our old neighbors, they were in the kitchen a lot. But I don't see them in, like, if I'm taking the dogs out at night, like, I kind of, like, when I'm coming back up, I can see their kitchen. I don't see them in the kitchen a lot. But I think that's also because they're redoing their kitchen. I don't know. Because it looks like there's a lot of stuff stacked in there or whatever. But that's why I didn't think they were maybe in there yet. But he said they're in there. So winter is a hard time to meet new neighbors too, because like nobody really comes out. I mean, that guy walking is like literally the second person I've seen walking today. I mean, there's not, like, it's cold. In the neighborhood, like, there's a lot of older neighbors, so I don't really see a lot of people out. What was I going to say? Oh, so last night, we'll get the business out of the way. Last night, Alex and I watched Salt Lake City, the reunion. I actually, on my TV channel today, people always ask me to do reactions to, like, Housewives and Bravo shows. The reason why I don't, and I explained this in my video today, is when I started that TV channel, that was my plan. My plan was to do all Bravo shows over there. I was going to be like a Bravo reaction channel. But then because I watch a lot of those channels, and I follow them a lot on Instagram, like Queens of Bravo, I follow on Instagram. I don't think they have a YouTube channel, but there's a lot of people that I like follow on Instagram and YouTube. And so I think there's probably tons of people that talk about it on TikTok. I'm not on TikTok, so I don't know. So that was my plan. The problem with it is that some of those people that do YouTube videos, they put out 5, 6, 7 videos a day because so much stuff happens. Like, I was actually going to make a drama video about the Housewives because Gretchen Rossi didn't get asked back to Orange County. Meredith Marks, they're talking about demoting her to a friend, which if you don't watch the Housewives, there's like Housewives and there's friends of the Housewives. It's kind of like, you're not really a housewife yet. You don't get your, like in Atlanta, Peach or whatever, you know? Salt Lake City is a snowflake. So they're talking about demoting Meredith Marks. None of the women want to work with her anymore, supposedly, except for Lisa. Bronwyn, we're not sure if she's coming back yet. I can't imagine she wouldn't. If she doesn't come back, I really think it's probably because she's separated right now. So it'll have something to do with that. But there's a lot of, so like, that could be 3 different videos right there. Their videos are short that they do. They do like 8-minute videos, 9-minute videos. So that was originally what I was going to do on that TV channel. But what I really like to do is just watch a show and react to it. Like having a conversation about the show. I don't really, and the thing is, to keep up with all that stuff, I mean, I have 8 channels. To do a channel like that, that could be my whole day of having to keep up. And I don't love, I mean, when I'm going through Instagram and stuff like that, like, other than like rescue animals and stuff, the Bravo stuff is probably what I watch the closest. But like, I don't want to spend my whole day reading blogs. These women are on blogs all day long, writing on blogs. They each have a blog. So they're all writing on blogs. They're doing interviews on podcasts. You have to keep up with all the podcasts. Most of them have podcasts. Like Tamra has a podcast. Tamra Judd has a podcast. I mean, it's a lot to keep up with. And so when I started doing Housewives reactions, I was like, I'm just watching the show and doing a reaction. It's very similar, though, to doing Sister Wives. Like, when I do Sister Wives reactions, like, this is why, like, if I cover drama, I do it on my drama channel. Because I made it clear that I'm just doing reactions and recaps to the show. Because even when I do recaps to, like, Sister Wives, people will be like this is the example I used. When I was talking about Coyote Pass on the show, people would say things like, did you not know that Coyote Pass sold 18 months ago? Well, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the show. That just aired last night. So it makes sense in the context of, like, just doing a recap to the show. I'm not somebody that, like, with these shows, and I know, like, Tanya reads all this stuff online. Tanya still gets the magazines from the grocery store and, all that. She keeps up on all this stuff. Like, I'll say something to Tanya, and Tanya will be like, she'll be like, no, that's not what happened because, like, I saw them on a TikTok or I saw McKelty on a TikTok and she said this and whatever. It's a lot to keep up with. Sister Wives is one show. But when you're talking about 5 housewives with 5 characters or 5 castmates on each show and all their stuff, like, it's a lot. And I didn't want to do that. But I love watching the Housewives. I love talking about the Housewives. I talk about it a lot over here. So anyway, last night we watched that and I was like, later last night, I thought I was going to end up watching So, did I ever say what the show was that I watched yesterday? That I started watching, The Chestnut Man? I was talking about the show, but I don't know if I ever said the title. It was The Chestnut Man. I think I did talk about it. Well, I wanted to definitely finish that. And I had 2.5 episodes left to finish. But by the time I got settled in my chair and everything like that, it was already like 1:30. Once I got the dogs, they are like, they run around. They're pretty crazy at night. So by the time I took them out like twice, got them settled, whatever. It was like 1:30. And I was like, I got the candles lit, got my coffee made, and I was like, I wanted to watch 1,000-Pound Sisters. I wanted to watch a movie, and I wanted to finish The Chestnut Man. And I was like, there's no way I could do all this. But I knew that I wanted to do a TV video for today. So I was like, I think I'm going to do a housewife, like a Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, because I had so much to say. So I did that video today. So Alex and I watched Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. We watched last week's Beverly Hills. Beverly Hills is boring to me. But both last season and this season have been not good. Alex, it's his favorite franchise. He loves it. I thought I heard something in there, but not that. I think Alex is maybe in the coat closet or something. It doesn't sound like the dog's just like playing. It sounds like somebody going through something. Anyway, so then we watched Beverly Hills, and then he was going to watch Love Island downstairs. He ended up coming upstairs, and I was like, I'm taking my nap. So that was when I took my nap. Oh my God, my naps have been so good lately. My naps have been so good lately. I read a chapter in Monument 14. I'm like 45% done with it. I like it. It's good. It's an apocalyptic book, but it's all from a teenager's point of view. They're getting drunk in it right now. They like got drunk on rum and they got in a fight. And the next chapter is something like called like We Got High. So I don't know how they're gonna get high. He got punched in the nose and then he took these pain pills. I'm like, this book is kind of escalating a little bit. There's 3 books in the series. I like it. As an apocalyptic book, I really like it. They like changed all the dressing rooms and they made them like little bedrooms for all the, so there's like 5 elementary school kids, 5 high school kids, and 2 middle school kids. And they're all living in this, like, Walmart. It's not a Walmart. It's called a Greenway, but it's like a Walmart. But anyway, the camera stopped at 30 minutes. It's like a, they're fixing it up because they don't know how long they're going to have to live there. I don't really know how long they've been there now. They don't really say it's like our 6th day. But anyway, I've got so many books in the Kindle. So tonight I'm like really wanting to read. The other thing is I did this book haul today, and so I'm reading more gay books. I'm trying to, like, in 2026 read more like LGBTQI plus books, but specifically more books like aimed at gay men, because I've read so many like historical accounts of like the AIDS crisis and Stonewall and things like that back in the day, and I watch a lot of those documentaries. I think it's important to be informed of the community that you come from. And so it's the same for me, like with recovery stuff. I love to watch and read, you know, recovery memoirs, and I love to watch recovery documentaries and stuff like that, even if it's not what I believe. I think that opens my mind up. I watched a documentary not too long ago that was talking about maintenance programs. It was really interesting because it was from the, what was it called? Tanya, like, told me to watch it. She's like, we should, like, she was like, I watch this, you need to watch this. She's like, it's really good. It was like 4 different people that were like on maintenance drugs for sobriety. And it was really interesting because, like, one of them was in a 12-step program. Anyway, I'll have to find out what that was called because it was pretty interesting. I mean, I know enough about maintenance drugs, but I don't live it. That's not my lived experience. So, and you know, I respect anybody however you get sober. But I think it's important to understand that stuff and to know your history. This year, so last year I read the Philippe Besson, Lie With Me, and I loved it. I really, really loved it. What is this? Little car, and it has this rack on top of it. I hate when cars don't turn down this way because then I can't see what they are. Turn the other way. I'm trying to, like, you know, this is interesting. I don't know why this is. There's all these cars coming down the street. When I was, like, in my youth, like, when I came out, like, I watched a lot of gay TV shows, a lot of gay movies, read a lot of gay books and stuff like that. Like, from, like, the time I came out, like, me and all my friends, oh, Pool Crew Lady number 1's home. Me and my friends would, like, there was this bookstore downtown. I can't remember what that bookstore was called. It was, like, off East in Massachusetts. It was like this little, everybody would, like, hang out there and have coffee and stuff. And they had, like, they had, like, gender studies books. They had, like, gay men's fiction, historical, they had all kinds of stuff. They would host movie nights there and stuff like that. It was really, really cool. And we would, like, get these books and we would pass them around. There's one called Tim and Pete from back in the day that I've talked about before that we would all pass around. I don't think I ever read it or finished it, and I found it here. So that's one of the books I want to read this year. But then there was a period where, like, I think it was around the Queer as Folk period, if you want to know the truth. I started watching Queer as Folk, and I felt like, you know, it's interesting. I don't really understand how this whole transition took place for me. I went through this period where every movie that I watched that came out had gay men that were dying of AIDS. There's a lot of traffic going on the street all of a sudden. Every movie that I watched was, from, like, when I came out, was about gay men dying of AIDS. That was always kind of the focal point of it. And it was really, really hard to watch. I mean, there were a few, like, Tu Wong Fu. When I say this, I said it not too long ago about another movie, Priscilla, Queen of the Desert. I said something about, I remember seeing that in the movie theater. Priscilla, Queen of the Desert was like, that was a liberating movie about drag queens in Australia. It was fantastically done. But somebody said, don't you remember something about, I was like, oh, I had forgotten about that. I haven't seen it in forever. I should rewatch it. I actually, for my movie channel, should watch a lot of gay-themed movies and react to them. I think that that's important to do. I think especially in the climate that we live in, I think it's important to bring attention to those kind of movies. So when I first came out, I remember watching all these movies, and I felt like every movie was centered around AIDS, or people were dying of AIDS, or people were talking about it. It was depressing, and that was also the world that I lived in. Then Queer as Folk came out, okay? And, well, Absolutely Fabulous, I think, cater to the gay community. Did you guys hear that they're doing, like, a documentary, or we were watching it? The two actresses, well, I can't think of their names. I love them both. Anyway, where they're going to rewatch Absolutely Fabulous. I will be watching that. I should rewatch, you know, somebody again today reached out to me and they're like, you need to start a Patreon. I'm like, what am I going to start a Patreon on? And then I was watching Fat Sajak. Do you guys love her? I love Fat Sajak. Her humor, she's so sweet. First of all, we DM each other every once in a while. Not very often, but I just love her casual take on stuff. Like, her subtle humor. Like, I watch her videos. So she does commentary like me. I watch her videos, and she'll just say something like, while she's, like, picking up a coffee cup, and she'll just say something like, I mean, unless. And I'm like, did she just fucking say that? Like, she cracks my shit up so much. I love her. She was talking about her pay. It was weird, because somebody was like, Peter, you need to start a Patreon. Like, why are you not? And I'm like, if I had anything that I thought that I could offer, I would start a Patreon. I don't feel like there's anything to offer. I have 8 channels. I mean, I guess I did it to myself, right? Like, and when I say that, then I feel bad, because then there are people that are like, well, I can't afford. I know, it's like we live in tough times, right? But I mean, it's also a job, right? Like, I mean, everybody has a Patreon now. I don't, like, I'm not going to act like I'm, like, the grandest person in the world, and I'm not doing it because of that. Like, I don't really know what I would offer on a Patreon. If I felt like there was something that I could offer that was unique to Patreon, I would start one, like, 100%. And then somebody was like, well, you could do a Zoom call with all the members. That scares the shit out of me, okay? Like, as a person with social anxiety, and I'm shy, like, to do a Zoom call with over, like, 100 people, no, like, that makes me really nervous. I don't like to live stream anymore. I've been thinking about it lately. I've been, like, thinking about I want to do a live stream on YouTube every once in a while. I think I'm going to do one over here. I keep on hinting at it, and I haven't done that. So, like, the next time that Alex goes out of town on, like, not out of town, he doesn't have any plans to go to town, but, like, I said to him, now, it's been kind of nice having 2 weekends to myself. I said to him, I go, do you have any plans this week? And he goes, oh, I have lunch on Saturday. That lunch will be an hour. It's a real short lunch with this friend of his. It won't be a long lunch at all. And I was like, oh, you're not going out tomorrow night? Or he was like, no, I have no plans. We can watch shows all weekend. I was like, oh, great. Like the rest of the week. Like every night this week. Anyway, no, but I do love my husband so much. I just like my space, too, you know what I mean? So does he. I don't think he minds me coming out here to vlog at all, even though he's like, babe, you don't have to go out in the cold. I think he kind of likes just being able to have his time alone when he gets home from work, you know? But anyway, so I was watching Fat Sajak's video today about Colleen Ballinger. She did 2 of them. Very similar to mine. Our takes are very similar. I just think her humor is better than mine. She's so funny. Anyway, her memes on Instagram just crack my shit up. Anyway, and I think our belief systems are very similar as well about things. So anyway, so I was watching it. She was talking about her Patreon on there. And I guess her Patreon's like $1. So I didn't even know she had one. I guess I should join it. I think she's mentioned it before. I mean, I watch a lot of her videos, but I don't, anyway, she doesn't really push it that hard. And, like, the lowest tier is like $1. So that's the other thing. Like, I don't know, like, tiers. Somebody that thinks I should do it, reach out to me in an email and tell me what you think my tiers should be and what I should offer. But she said in there, she's like, we're watching Teen Mom. Can you watch shows on Patreon that you can't watch on YouTube, like it's not copyrighted? Like, I would do that. Like, I would live watch a movie or a TV show over there and react, like, live react to it. I would have so much fun to do. Can you do that? I need to reach out to her and ask her, actually. I'm going to reach out to her tonight. Because I would start a Patreon if I could do that. If I could watch a movie and live react to it, like we watch it together, oh, fuck yeah, I would watch it. Like, I would do a Patreon. Because I can't do that on YouTube. It's copyright striked. Which means it won't show, I don't really care about the money, but it won't show in, like, certain countries and things like that. Oh, I would 100% do that. Is that what, because she's like, we're watching Teen Mom together over there. Is that what she means, or is she just doing reactions to it? I don't know. I'm gonna join her Patreon. How do you do Patreon? I don't know anything about Patreon. But anyway, if you have ideas, I know when I say that, there'll be people that'll be like, Peter, I can't afford, please don't start Patreon. But then there's other people that are like, Peter, please start a Patreon. Like, I'm gonna start a Patreon. There, I just made the announcement. I don't know what it's gonna be on yet. I don't know when, it probably won't be till July. Maybe next January. I don't know. Well, I maybe do pool now then if I do pool videos, people will be like, do your pool. I feel bad, see? I'm not going to pull that shit. I will never do this. I will never do where I'm like, here's 5 minutes on a YouTube video. You got to join my Patreon to see the rest. I won't do that. But I mean, I guess, like, what am I going to offer? If I could do live reacts to stuff, I would, over on Patreon. But then I would feel bad for the people that can't afford it and they can't see it. Do you know what I mean? Then I'd be like telling people on the site, just download it. Because I would want everybody to have access to it. But Everybody that I know has Patreon. They're like, Peter, it's an extra way to make a little bit of extra money. Like, you're the only one that doesn't do it. I guess I should just should I start a Patreon? I know when I say that, there'll be a couple of you that'll be like, no, please don't. It's like when I said something about memberships. What would I do with a member-only vlog? What does that mean, even? I don't really get it. But this is the thing for years. Like, I'm always late to the game, like with anything. Like, I have such a hard time seeing this as a business. No, this is just true story right here, okay? Like, yes, this is my job. This is how I make money. And part of it for me is that, like, people complain all the time about, like, oh, I can't make, like, whatever, blah, 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 whatever. Like, these big influencers, like, complain about this stuff. I'm like, I feel like I make pretty good money on YouTube. I don't know, like... That will never be a complaint that I make. Unless it's like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I feel bad about it, but I'm always kind of like late to the game. Like with merch. Did you know I have merch? I haven't updated my merch in years. I really haven't. Like, it's been literally years since I've updated my merch. I haven't even looked to see if anybody's bought any merch for me, probably in a year. I don't push anything. This is why if I'm going to write a book, I probably should write a book now. Like, while people are still watching my YouTube videos. Because you guys would buy a book from me if I mean, like, obviously I wouldn't give a book away for free. I would, like, sell a book. You know what I mean? Like, if I wrote a cozy mystery or something like that, or apocalyptic book, would y'all read it? You would? See, that's where I don't think about it as, like, a business. People are always talking about other forms of income. Like, from your YouTube channel. I don't know. Like, maybe I'm stupid. Am I stupid to not think about it that way? Where people are, like, different forms of revenue all from your YouTube channel. I just feel like we're hanging out talking. Like, I don't feel like I'm, like, trying to sell you something. I don't know. Like, people are like, Peter, why don't you link shit? Well, first of all, to be honest with you, it doesn't take long. Like, but, like, when you're doing, like, Jaclyn Hill, like, 30 length, like, you're talking, that's a good 2 hours, okay? You gotta have your Amazon open, okay, to your account. I'm an Amazon member, like, partner or whatever. But then you have to get, is it from my gloves? Or I'm talking about Jaclyn Hill, I'm getting hairs on my lips. But, I trimmed my beard today. My nose isn't itching yet, so I don't know what that's about today. But anyway, I trimmed my beard and shaved around here. Tonight I'm going to trim my nails. I got to trim my nails tonight. Anyway, so you got to go in. You got to have your Amazon open. Let's say if you're using Amazon, whatever, our style, whatever you're doing. But if you're like Amazon, you have to have it open to the partner program. And then it just looks like Amazon to you once you have it on the Amazon thing. Then you look up, like, the product. Okay, like if I was going to sell this coffee cup. Then you have to put that coffee cup in there, right? Then you look it up, and on the top left, there's this thing that says create link, unique link, or something like that. Then you create unique link, which is what your link is, and then you copy it and paste it into the video. Now, y'all can do that, but you can't put in there, I make money off these links. Like, you can do all that work. It's not like YouTube generates it for you. The one thing I could do is YouTube Shopping, which all my channels are approved for YouTube Shopping, is where you literally just, like, and YouTube has a disclaimer and everything. So when you see on people's videos, like, YouTube Shopping, like, where you just, like, I think it's just added to your, like, AdSense money a month or something like that. Nobody that I've ever talked to, I have Kleenex here somewhere, my nose is running, hold on. Did I bring Kleenex with me? I thought I did, yeah. Everybody that I've talked to about the YouTube, I don't know if maybe the ad percentage is bad or something, but they've said they haven't really made a lot of money over it. The thing about it is, it protects you from the FTC. Not that anybody's getting sued by the FTC probably, but it protects you from the FTC because YouTube's gone in on the back end and they've done the disclaimers and everything for you. So when you go in there through YouTube Shopping, like, you don't have to put in there, I make money off of it. Like, YouTube already has that built into the system. So it was really smart of YouTube to do that. I'm kind of surprised more people don't do it. But then I'm not doing it. But see, it's all extra time. Like, when I'm posting 5 videos a day, you think I want to add an hour to that? To add some links that I might make $20 off of? It's not worth it to me. But then when I talk to people, people are like, Peter, you can make so much extra money for linking all this stuff because you just, like, literally just tell people about this stuff. I'm like, yeah, I just want people to enjoy the stuff that I enjoy. I mean, I probably should. I'm probably stupid for not linking it, you know? I don't know. There's a part of it to me, to be honest with you, as long as you disclose appropriately, that it's an affiliate link or a sponsor, I have no problem with it. Do it in every video. Link 400 things, and I don't have any problem with it. It's a non-disclosure. I've talked about this in my drama videos enough, so I'm not going to bore you guys with it. But, like, so many people are like, there's just, to me, it seems like a constant pushing of things. I mean, I could get up in here, like, I mean, all my Shy Wolf candle subscription boxes, I mean, I'm sure I could probably get a discount code if I reached out to them, and they'd probably give me, like, for every subscription box. Because I get people reach out to me constantly and are like, oh, I got a subscription box from Shy Wolf because of you. Subscription boxes, like BarkBox, I don't have it. But, I mean, you can reach out to any of those people, and they'll be like, yeah, for every box you sell, if the box is, like, $30, they'll give you, like, 10% of that the first time somebody sells that. But there's good money to be made on subscription boxes. I can reach out to all those people. I just want people to enjoy the stuff that I enjoy. The other thing is this. I don't really know how people get online and do honest reviews and still push shit. Like, if I thought this cup sucked, how am I going to get in a video and be like, this cup sucks, it's linked in the comment section below, or description box below? You know what I mean? Like, at least you know what I'm saying is true. Like, I mean, this banana palm, I love the Shy Wolf candles. This banana palm, I'll never buy it again. I couldn't smell it. Now I smell it a little bit. Couldn't smell it inside, can't smell it out here. This is not a scent that I would buy. I love Shy Wolf candles, but not this scent. This is not a scent that I would buy. All Too Well, the Taylor Swift one, I would buy that one. It smells really good. So I don't know. There's a disingenuousness to it, I feel like, that that when I'm watching people, pushes me away. Not so much now. I think this is the mentality that I had when I started YouTube years ago, and and maybe there's like part of it that's pulling me over, and I need to think differently about it, that I've never been business-minded with this stuff. Like, I don't have any issue with people that, I used to back in the day be like, people have Patreons for what? Like, I don't have any issue with it today. But I think if you're going to have a Patreon, post over there regularly. And I'm not talking about anybody specific, because I don't know nobody's Patreon. Like, unless I look it up for something for a drama video, I don't even know how, do you have to have a Patreon app or something? I don't even know. So I don't really know anybody's Patreons. Like, Fat Sajak, I was talking about hers. I've never looked at her Patreon, so I don't even know anything about it. But anyway, I think if you're going to have a Patreon, you should post over there regularly. Like, give people their money's worth. If you're going to have memberships, whatever you say you're going to do for memberships, do it regularly. If you're going to link things that you love. You know, if you're going to do sponsorships, one of the reasons why I don't take a lot of sponsorships, I get offered sponsorships every single day. Today I got offered a sponsorship from a VPN. I actually get offered quite a few, I think most people do online, VPN sponsorships. They pay good money. Like, if I told you how much money, you would be like, seriously? For 90 seconds of a video? Do you know what a VPN is? It's where it's like, you can, like, you know, anyway, it hides like your IP address and stuff like that. And you can go to any country and whatever. But I had never, I mean, most of these VPNs, I've done like 2 VPNs in the past, but they were both VPNs that I had used. I've never heard of these VPN companies. I'm not gonna push a product to people that don't have money, because everybody's struggling right now. That the battery just went to the halfway mark. I brought another battery with me. To people that are struggling financially right now, if I don't really believe in that product, I get you guys sponsorship deals from like the weirdest companies, gaming chairs. I kind of actually thought about it, because I was like, I need a new chair for the living room, but Alex would be like, no, we are not putting a gaming chair in this living room. Somebody asked me in my review video, I mean, it was a nice comment, but they said, why do you always film in your bedroom or outside when you do reviews? Like, the rest of your house must be nice. Yeah, our house is cute. You guys have seen the rest of it. The lighting is, honey, the lighting is so bad. I don't want to pull out that ring light. I just don't, because I'm lazy. I'm so lazy, I don't want to pull out the ring light. But then I don't know, I just get like the weirdest sponsorships for stuff. A lot of them are template too. They're like, we've seen all of your YouTube videos. I'm like, no, you haven't, because you would totally know this is not something. Oh, you know what I get actually? Like for Instagram is alcohol and a lot of alcohol ads. People ask me to do like alcohol ads. I don't know if it's because of like who's watching my videos or something like that, because it's a lot of wine. So y'all a bunch of wine drinkers out there? I don't know. But it's weird, and I'm like, if you've watched my YouTube videos, like, you would know I was sober. Like, why would you think that? They're all just kind of template things, you know? But anyway, if I got more sponsorships of companies that I really believed in, I would do them, you know? I think, like, I don't have a manager either. Like, I mean, there's a difference between having, like, a marketing manager and a YouTube manager. A lot of people have access to YouTube managers. But then there's marketing managers. I don't have a marketing manager. I've looked into it. People have reached out to me. I was working with somebody a couple years ago, and Like the different sponsorship, it just didn't work. I like to run my own show. Like they were like, no, this would be a really good sponsorship for you. I can't remember what it was. It was something, I was like, no, like, it was something so weird. I can't remember what it was. And the other thing is, like, if they reach out to me and they're like, we want you to do a sponsorship, I'll be like, that's cool. Like, why don't you send me the product and I'll see if I like it. And if I like it, then sure, I'll do it. Do you know how many times I do not follow up to that email? Like almost 100% of the time. I don't know. Do I need to think about things more business-wise? I know you guys love me. I mean, well, most of you. But, I mean, you be supportive of whatever I wanted to do. I mean, if you could. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't expect anybody to do that. But, like, I don't know. I just don't think about things from a business point of view. And I feel like so many people that I do... Well, there's a couple of people that I'm friends with that just don't. I mean, ever. Like, and just, we feel blessed that we just get to make videos and whatever. I don't know. And then there's other people that I feel like constantly, it's just like, every time I talk to them, they're like, well, you need to do this and you need to do that. And it's kind of like overwhelming to me. I'm like, I don't think that way. Like, I don't know. It's like weird to me that people think like me starting another channel is so bizarre when people literally have like, they're doing this and they're doing that. And they're doing sponsorships and streaming and TikToks and like, I'm like, all that is all forms of like, is it really that weird that I start a movie review channel? Like, you think I'm bankrolling over there? Like, I'm not. I'm just literally watching movies to review. I don't know. I guess I need to think of it more from a business point of view. There's a phoniness that comes along to it, though. For me, it's like, how can I do it and it's not phony? Because for me to do something, it has to feel genuine to me. And I think that's the question, like, with the memberships and the Patreon, is like, I would do it tomorrow, but I wouldn't want to do it in a non-phony way, or where I felt like I was taking anybody. I don't know. Anyway, we'll just sit on it. I mean, I can say today that I'm, like, going to start a Patreon, and I might not start it for 5 years, but I'm just going to put it out there. So anyway, last night, I really wanted to finish The Chestnut Man. So I got Nikki started it. She started watching it last night. Tanya said she saw it years ago. So I was like, 1,000 Pound Sisters, I will wait till tonight to watch, which we might put that off till tomorrow. Because I wanted to finish, I was like, I want Mystery Night. By the time I got settled, it was so late. So I finished The Chestnut Man last night. Highly, highly, highly recommend The Chestnut Man. It's on Netflix. And season 2, after like, well, I think the last season came out in 2018. And now season 2 is coming out in 2026. I am so excited. It's based on these Swedish books, or Norwegian books. But anyway... Oh, I was like, who are those dogs? And I was like, her car just came down here. She's got a white Jeep like Alex's. Those are the little dogs that Otis and Walter want to see. I almost said Tucker and Boo again. This must be on my mind today. Little guys, miss them. When I bring Walter and Otis out here and they're barking like that, they're like, they've like met him like once or twice. They're so intrigued because they're real small little dogs like them. Otis will go up to real big dogs. Otis is not scared of big dogs. He's like, Walter kind of stands back a little bit. He's like not sure. He's shy like me. But anyway, so I watched The Chestnut Man last night, and then I was going to watch an episode of Vera. Well, to watch 2.5 hours of a show ends up taking me like 3.5 hours, like taking them out and stuff like that. And I was doing laundry. So I finished The Chestnut Man, and then I was like, I want to watch an episode of Vera, but it was like late at that point. And I was like, no, I'm just going to start something else. And so my friend that recommended to me the Chestnut Man also recommended to me the Valhalla Murders, which I have to find out where it's at. It's not on Netflix. It used to be on Netflix, but it's not anymore. It's another Swedish show, I think. So I was going to start that. I was going to start another BritBox show. The thing with Vera is there's like 14 seasons of Vera. So it's not like I'm like going to binge watch Vera, which I tend to do because I love it so much. But like I want to start other shows in there. So I was like, should I watch Invasion? Should I watch Yellow Jackets? I know one person out there because she loves Yellow Jackets. I might start it tonight just to get it done. I mean, there's so many shows I got to like watch that were out last year, like Yellow Jackets. Only Murders in the Building. I haven't watched the last season of it yet, which I usually watch when it's on. He's going crazy out there. She's the one that has the VIP section all like, you know, fenced in. Anyway, so I started watching that. Tanya, she said she got halfway through it and she was like, I couldn't do it anymore. Nikki just read the book, because she wanted to read a Stephen King book. So it's at 11/22/63 or 64. I don't know. It's the day of the Kennedy assassination. So, it came out a couple years ago. It's a Stephen King book that they turned into like a TV series. It's like 8 episodes. Each episode's like an hour and a half. So I was like, well, it's trending top 10 on Netflix. Everybody's talking about it. Well, Nikki had just read the book, and she and her husband started watching it. And so she was like, we watched a couple episodes, and it's not exactly like the book. Like, they cut huge parts out. Well, I think I downloaded the book at one point on Audible, but I'm probably not going to listen to it. So I was like, I'm just going to watch the show. I knew it was about time travel and stuff, and I kind of like that stuff. So I was like, well, I'll probably end up really liking this. It's okay. I don't hate it. It just is real slow. Is it that Franco brother? What's his name? I think he's the main character in it. There's 2 Franco brothers, Dave Franco or something like that. Anyway, he's good in it. But it's about this guy that owns this diner, and he's an English. I feel like all the Stephen King books they all take place in Maine, right outside of Castle Rock, right? Which always reminds me of Fraggle Rock. Anyway, I watched literally like the first 45 minutes of it, and I'm like this. And not because I was tired, because I was bored. I was like, is anything... He, like, meets this gal, and I don't know, he wins $3,500 betting on... I don't know. I mean, I like the concept of it, of, like, going back in time, and the guy sets him up, because he's got to, like... This guy believes that, like... It's not going to ruin anything for you. It's in the first episode. This guy has cancer, okay, and he owns this diner. And if you go through this, like, closet in the diner, it takes you back to 1960, okay? Which is the year my mom graduated high school in 1961. Takes you back to the same time every single time once you go through this closet. So whatever you change in that time, when you come back, you can't go back again or it'll change everything again, right? So he's dying of cancer. So he trusts this guy that's like a teacher, and he's going through a divorce and all this kind of stuff. This is that Franco, what is this? I don't know what his first name is. Anyway, so he trusts him, so he tells him about it. Well, the guy's like, I don't want to go, I don't want to do it. He's got him like credit cards, sets up all this money because he's been there. Like if you go and you come back, it's only 2 minutes that you're gone from like the present time to, but you can go back and stay like from 1960 to you could go for 5 years, 1965. But that when you come back, it's only been 2 minutes. So he wants him to go back to stop the John F. Kennedy assassination because he believes that like so many things have happened in the world. I mean, it's really an interesting political commentary, honestly, that so many things from Vietnam to all the people that died in Vietnam to things that have happened in the United States to all the people that got elected, that if President Kennedy hadn't been assassinated, like none of this, like the world wouldn't be what it is today. I mean, I'm sitting there watching it, like, it's not missed on me that this movie is trending, or the show is trending right now. I don't know. Let me know in the comment section below, because by the time I go to watch TV tonight, this will already be up, and you guys will be to this part. Those of you that have seen it, Nikki, I talked to Nikki about it today. Tanya was like, I couldn't. She was like, Eric loved it, her husband. Nikki was like, no, me and Andrew were out. She was like, it wasn't like the book, blah, 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 whatever. That's one of the reasons why I wanted to watch it and not read the book. She's like, I wouldn't waste my time on it. She's like, it's a lot different. I don't care. I haven't read the book. I told her that. But she's like, I was like, so am I wasting my time? She's like, I don't think it's really that good. I was like, okay, I'm going to watch something else. So tonight, I really want to watch something else. Tonight, here's my plan. I want to watch 1,000-Pound Sister so I can do my reaction for tomorrow. I also want, we got Traitors tonight. Alex is going to want to watch Traitors. Well, we'll do that when I get back from my walk. And then I'll take my nap. I want to read tonight. I also want to watch Greenland, too, and start some new show. But 1,000-Pound Sisters and Greenland is my goal. If you guys think that I should watch that Stephen King show, let me know, and I'll keep on watching it. It's 8 episodes. I don't mind watching 8 episodes, but I don't want to watch 8 episodes and get to the end of it and be like, eh. I've got so many shows to watch now that I'm like, I want to watch shows that are good. By the way, Elsbeth, Matlock got renewed for new seasons. So many shows got renewed for new seasons. Very, very exciting. So, this is what I was going to say. So, I got this book. Like, I showed it in my haul today. It's a Dennis Cooper book. I've never heard of him before. He's apparently this famous gay writer this book that I got. Go watch my BookTube video. I don't want to say the title of it on here. It starts with an S. It's one word. It's like you don't say this word to people, but that's what it's called. It's about this gay escort. And it's all done through reviews on this website and then text messages. It got listed in the Village Voice, which is, very liberal and alternative. It's like one of the top 25 books a year it came out. I don't understand this book at all, and I'm only reading like 2 or 3 pages a day, but I'm very intrigued by it. I will say this, it's very sexual. But not really. Like, it's not like, it describes, like, I mean, there are reviews of people that have hired this. It's all about this one escort. And you don't really know, like, it's all done from, like, untrustworthy narrators. Like, he even comes in there and is like, that person's a liar, like, that review that the camera stopped. He comes in there and he says, like, that person's a complete liar. The way I found out about it is, Zach Garcia, who's been on YouTube for a long time, he's married to Alistair Patton, who has a BookTube channel. I love them both. I think they're just such great role models in the LGBTQI plus community. And I love them. And Alistair was in the military for a long time. Well, he's home now. And so he's doing this book club. I think on his Patreon he's doing it. He even has a Patreon. And so, but every book for every month is completely different. Like, he's real into science fiction. So he's reading like a Brandon Sanderson book that's coming out this year. He went and like listed, I think this is smart. I probably should have done this. But he came out with like all the books that he's doing for the whole year. So he's not like each month announcing a book. He like said, these are the books for every month for this year. Well, February is this book by Dennis Cooper. I'd never heard of it. So I looked it up and I ordered it online. Because I'm trying to read more gay fiction this year. And that's what I was going to say. I got way off that topic, didn't I? For a long time, like, well, anyway, let's just talk about this. So I got this book, okay? And this really inspired me. Like, I bought another book because I saw it on there. I was like, I want to read a lot more gay fiction. And so, really, Alistair's the one that, like, brought attention to this book. Like, I didn't even really know about this book. But it's supposedly, like, it leans more literature. Like, oh my God, the praise it got is crazy. It's not a book I would pick up. Definitely not with that. I mean, I'm not a prude, but with that title, and it's about an escort, like, that's just, but it's really interesting the way that it's done. Here's the thing that I was saying earlier. When Queer as Folk came out, I watched, like, the first couple seasons of it, and I liked it. I liked Queer as Folk. I mean, it was nice to be seen in a TV show where there were, like, different storylines. You know, I liked that gal from Sharon Glass. I thought was fantastic on it, but it reminded me a lot, kind of like Boys Town in Chicago, and that was just not my experience in Indianapolis, of living, like, and being around. Like, my life in Indianapolis, when I wasn't going out after I got sober and stuff like that, was like, you had to assimilate to straight culture. Like, I was always the gay guy in a group of straight people. Like, in 12-step meetings, in work environments, whatever. And so, like, that was not my experience. Like, a lot of my friends from early days live in Chicago. Well, now they live other places, too. But they would move from, like, a lot of people moved from Indianapolis, gay guys, Indianapolis to Chicago. And they would move to Boys Town or around that area, Wrigleyville and whatever. That was not my experience of going to restaurants that were gay-owned and operated, gay bars every night. I don't know. In retrospect, I think there's a part of me that I kind of think I would have craved that for a couple years. You know, I really would have liked that. So I didn't really immerse myself in all of that. Like, I stayed educated. I, you know, had gay friends and whatever. But, like, the older I got, the more and more I got away from it. And then it wasn't super important for me to watch gay movies and gay TV shows. And I think, to some degree, like, it's interesting because, like, I hear a lot of gay men. And there is a cattiness within the gay community. I'm talking about gay men right now. There definitely is a cattiness to it. And you're going to find that in any community. I think there's cliques and stuff like that. But I also think there's a lot of loving kindness. I found that within the gay community. But I see a lot of people that are like, a lot of gay men online talk about, like, I've never felt like I fit in, or I've never found my people. I think I went through a phase, especially when my 3 closest guy friends moved away, that I felt like I don't fit in to this community. And then my ex and I, we went to gay bars in, like, Louisville a lot and up here. But outside of that, like, we didn't, like, his best friend Scotty that passed away was gay. But we didn't, like, I mean, we didn't have tons and tons of gay friends. And then when I met Alex, our first 2 years, we went out to a lot of gay bars and stuff. Out of town, here, whatever. But then we kind of slowly, like, our friends all became, like, straight girls, straight couples. And so we started going out to straight bars. It wasn't, like, this hatred towards, like, anything. It just was, like, I just further and further got away from it. And so when I was watching, it was the people I was talking to, people I was hanging out with. It wasn't like they were watching, if it was out then, it wasn't, but Heated Rivalry. They weren't watching that. They weren't watching Queer as Folk. They weren't watching gay movies and reading gay books. So I further and further got away from it to the point where I almost, to some degree, like when I've said this on here before, I'll say, like, I really wish I had, like, a good gay guy friend. And people say, well, what's wrong with women? All of my friends are women. I have mad respect for women. I was raised by women other than my father. All my role models are women. I love women, okay? I have mad respect for women. All of my friends are women. I miss having, like, a really good gay guy friend, you know, that I can just, like, joke with and kiki. And it is a different point of view. Like, if you're a woman and you have a woman friend and you also have a gay guy friend, there's going to be things that you're going to talk about to your woman friend that you wouldn't necessarily talk to your gay guy friend. You're not going to see it the same way. You know what I mean? And I know that doesn't make a lot of sense. It's not saying I don't want female friends. I just want gay guy friends. It's like, I want to feel part of my community. You know what I mean? And so I think this year, getting back to my roots a little bit at 53 going into 54, I want to watch more gay TV shows. I want to read more gay fiction. I want to go to more gay places. I want to feel part of my community more than I have. I miss it, you know? And I don't define myself by being gay, but it is a part of who I am, and I'm proud of it. I'm really proud of being gay. The battery's flashing at me. Let me change the battery really quick because I don't want to stop in the middle of this thought. So I actually did bring another battery with me, so I'll be back in 2 and 2. Okay, I'm back. I probably won't vlog for much longer. Anyway, I miss it, you know? Like, I miss going to drag shows. I mean, I don't really go out anymore anyway, anywhere. But, like, I miss going to drag shows. I miss, and I think, like, the further, like, okay, when I don't go to, like, meetings that I've been to for a long time, just to make this not about a gay thing, make this about a Peter Monn thing. Like, if I go to a meeting that I haven't been to in a long time, like, if China's like, let's go to this meeting we haven't been to in a while, I'm like, oh, I haven't been there for a while, like, you know, and then people be like, I haven't seen you for a while. You know, it's kind of like that feeling, like, I don't know, like, to go out and to, like, a gay bar when I haven't been to one in a long time, there's a nervousness, there's an awkwardness that comes along with that. But I also don't want to get to the point, and I think that this happens to, I can't speak from, you know, a lesbian, bisexual, asexual point of view. I think to gay men, I see a lot of people that don't feel like they fit into the community, or because of body image or the cattiness of it. And that there definitely is that. There's that in any group. There's that within groups of women and groups of dads and whatever, right? Like, I don't want to get so far away that I think I see at times gay men have a really negative attitude towards all gay men. I don't feel that way. I love my community. I don't love everything about my community. You know, there's a lot of issues that I have within the gay community, the LGBTQI plus community. I'm not the gatekeeper on it by any means. I'm sure there's people that have adverse opinions than me. But I do think that there's love and kindness to be found everywhere in it, you know, and fun. And in all honesty, when I came out, and during that period where I had, you know, really good gay guy friends and was, like, in the middle of it, like, I felt free. It was one of the most liberating times I felt ever since, like, and then getting sober, I felt free and liberated again. And when I found myself on YouTube, when I finally became comfortable in my voice, thanks to you guys, like, not my voice how it sounds, I'm talking about, like, my voice of who I am as a person. Like, my first couple years on YouTube, I wasn't really that comfortable. I don't even know that I realized it. Looking back, I see it in my videos that I wasn't comfortable. Now I just get them, they're like, hey, you guys, let's just talk. You know what I mean? Like this is me on the phone talking to anybody. And in my drama videos, it's very similar too. You probably get, like, a funnier version of my drama videos, but that's very much who I am on the phone stuff. I'm very comfortable. Those are 3 liberating experiences that I've had in my life. I don't want to shy away from that. I want to step into it. And so I feel like this is my year where I have to, I think also, especially because of the political climate that we live in, I think it is really important for me to embrace my love of being gay, my pride of being gay, and reading, and not being embarrassed or ashamed of all that. I actually, last night, so many people have told me that I need to read the Heated Rivalry books. Okay, I don't love gay romance books, but I don't know why. I don't know why. Maybe I would. I haven't read a lot of gay romance books. So recommend, I'm not big on the erotica. I'm not against it, but, like, there's so many great gay fiction books out there that I don't want to just read, like, some, you know, like, the couple of gay erotica books that I've read, there's this woman, she is super, super famous, and she writes, like, male erotica. I can't remember her name is, Roxanne or something like that. Anyway, on Goodreads, she has, like, 300,000 reviews on there. People love her books. A lot of women read male erotica, but her books are always, like, this guy, and he's straight, but his wife died of cancer, and he's got 4 kids, and he's a cop, and he's working with this detective, who has had to be closeted his whole life and he only had one experience in college. It's like, that's not what I want to read. I'm sure that's somebody's experience. I want a mixture. You know what I mean? Like, that's not my experience. I don't know. I want to see myself a little bit in the books that I read. But last night, and I know that Heated Rivalry is about somebody coming out and being closeted within sports. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about those books are all about this very, like feeding into that very masculine, over-masculated, have to hide in the closet kind of type, which Heated Rivalry is, but I think that's not even what the books are called. Anyway, I ordered the first Heated Rivalry book last night called I think it's called Game Changers. It's book 1. She has a new one coming out in September. People are wondering when the next season is coming out. I think they haven't even started filming it yet. But her book comes out in September. I'm wondering if the next season isn't going to come around in September or October. Because didn't the last season come out in November? The more I think about it, the more I really like that show, Heated Rivalry. I do. I don't know. I feel like it kind of awakened something in me about embracing that part of me, that gay part of myself that, like, when I was younger, like, of just loving being gay and, like, this is who I am, take me, you know, and just loving that part of me. Like, I think the show allowed me to do that. I don't know, like, I feel like because I'm not around a lot of gay people, it's not like definitely I'm not in the closet, but I feel like there's a part of myself that kind of feels like I've stepped, like, maybe one step back into it a little bit, and that show is kind of like, no, like, live your truth, you know? And so I really want to embrace all that. And, so yeah, Alex has always been somebody that watches like a lot of gay shows and stuff. I mean, he doesn't really read a whole lot, but like he watches a lot of gay shows and movies, and he'll recommend stuff to me, and I'm like, yeah, I don't know. But this year is going to be my year to really like read a lot of gay fiction, watch a lot of gay movies and TV shows. So if you have any recommendations, please put it in the comment section below. I'm totally open to it. And I did order the first book, the Game Changers book, because so many people told me to. So anyway, tonight, Greenland. Somebody else is coming down the street. 1,000 Pound Sisters. Maybe an episode of Vera, or I'll start something else. Or should I watch that Kennedy assassination show? Let me know in the comment section below. And then I'm going to walk before... Oh, that's Laura. And then I'm going to walk before... I love that people honk to each other in this neighborhood. Don't you love that? Oh, look, Walter and Otis just came in the door. You guys want to see Walter and Otis real quick? They're like, what are you doing, Dad? What are you doing? Look at their tails go. Okay, well, let me go inside and take them out real quick, and I'm going to get off here. This has been fun today. This was kind of a... Oh, you know what? I was going to read a bunch of comments, but now I'm getting cold, and I want to go on my walk still and take them out. So I'm going to get off here now. I hope you guys are having... Can you believe it's almost the weekend? Last weekend of January. Anyway, last weekend of the first month of the year. We made it! Anyway, I hope you guys... Have you guys noticed I'm doing this at the end of it now? Do you like this better, or... Let me know. I'm going to do this. Anyway, I hope you guys are having a magically amazing Thursday. If nobody else has told you this today, look at this. What are we doing? They're like, we want to go outside. If nobody else has told you this today, I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye. Love ya. Bye.